Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is what lots of successful, happy married couples have done. That is not promoting struggle love. That is reality. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to preach about reality because Shera has many of you living in a fictional narrative where there are enough rich men to go around and one of them is just going to come and swoop you off your feet and pay all of your bills. I'm sorry. Stop looking for a savior in a man.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But no, she speaks facts. And it's not that they don't realize that there are not enough good men around. They have this fairy tale mindset where it's like, oh, I am the exception though. You know, shout out to Disney. I am the exception and the Prince Charming is going to come. He's going to find me, because in their mind, they're Cinderella. Where it's like, if SheraSeven has almost 1 million followers on Instagram, y'all, how on earth all of y'all can be Cinderella?
Use your common sense.
Ooh, child, I am sorry that a lot of y'all have been lied to and sold a dream that is just not feasible for the vast majority of women, okay? The reality is many of the women you see today who are married and they drive beautiful luxury cars and they live in wonderful suburban neighborhoods and have children in private school, they're working. They've been working. They never stopped working. Shera herself is working. The
Exactly.
key is, if you are an average earning woman, okay, your fast track to wealth is likely going to be teaming up with a man who is at minimum another just average earning dude and eradicating debt and building wealth. Like, that's what's always been done. That's what works. And this whole notion of, oh, I'm just gonna wait on my $200,000 a year dude to come rescue me.
Yeah, skipping over the average earning guy. And it's as she says, she wants to speak reality on her channel. Skipping over the average earning guy because they're gonna hold out on a man who is making at least $200,000 a year, where it's like, sis, you wasting time, because that man is not gonna come, and then half of them not even qualified for that kind of man. Even if he does show up, you're not qualified. So it's like, why not just get with an average earning man? You're making, I don't know, you're making 60 a year, he's making 60 a year, you combine it, that's 120K income household. They don't want to think about it like that though. They don't want to think about it like that. But hey, let them continue. As I said, we do not argue, we do not debate, we point, laugh, and
stop telling women they should settle. I'm not telling women they should settle. If you are an average earning woman, which majority of women earn less than $80,000 a year, majority of women earn substantially less than $80,000 a year, only 10 to 15% of women in America earn over $100,000 a year, and you get with a man who is an average earner, that's not settling. That is not settling.
exactly,
That's normal people getting with normal people and building a life together and building wealth. That is a proven method that works. That is not settling.
Very hardly you will come across a TikToker with common sense. So this is why I just had to react to her, because common sense, and it's critical thinking. It's like, how are you saying that you're going to settle if you date a man that's making average earning when you are making average earning?
Come on, man. You know.
With somebody in her comment section had said he makes 85K a year being a medical tech, if I'm remembering correctly. And he said he went out on a date with a girl who's a receptionist, and she said, nah, he's below her. He don't make enough for her. She's a receptionist. No, leave it in the comment section, y'all, how much receptionists be making, because I know it's not 85K a year. But this man is below her. If she take her 45 and combine it with his 85K income, how much will that be? But no, they don't want to. They don't want to use critical thinking. They allow SheraSeven sprinkle. They allow her to brainwash them into not thinking critically.
As a wife and a happily married woman, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Some of you are blocking your own blessings looking for a man who could pay every single one of your bills. I'm sorry, but a lot of these women that you see living these beautiful lives with wonderful husbands, they didn't necessarily meet their husbands in that place. Okay? It's called building with someone.
They don't want to build
with someone. But
they call it build up Barbara. They call it pick me. With her logic, even though it makes so much sense, they will call her a pick me. When I can guarantee you, SheraSeven herself is contributing financially to the household. She can tell whatever story she wants. She can sit up there telling whatever story she wants to tell. She's contributing to her household, brainwashing these women into thinking that you're going to find a man and he's going to pay 100% of your bill, especially in this economy.
What I will tell you, get you a man who doesn't let you touch a dirty trash can. Get you a man who doesn't let you bring the groceries in by yourself. Get you a man who will see that you're struggling to strap maybe one of your heels and bends down on his knees to do it. Get you a man who makes sure to open all of your doors. Get you a man who doesn't let you pump your own gasoline. Get you a man who gets up out of the bed to go and get you Tylenol if you're on your period. Get you a man who cares. Get you a man who's compassionate. Get you a man who is kind. Get you a man who is loving. Get you a man that's a partner and a friend. And then build with him and see what your life looks like.
They will throw that kind of guy out because he's making 85K a year.
Man, this is some bullshit.
I kid you not. I read a comment, like there's so many comments of men saying because they don't make 100K a year, but they will make like say 90, and a woman is like, oh yeah, nah, I can't. There are, as I said, it's critical thinking. We're not even going to try to comprehend their logic, but all the things she listed when she said get you a man who won't make you touch a dirty trash can, is like those are qualities that they're supposed to be focusing on, but they listen to people like SheraSeven who tells them to just focus on the bank accounts, and then they end up with rich men who will abuse their children. Y'all remember, I want to say it's a year now, the woman who came out and said that she's a SheraSeven supporter, and her husband started abusing their daughter. Y'all remember that video? And there is another video of a woman who apparently she is no longer here with us on earth, listening to SheraSeven pick up one of these rich men, and no, you know, thanks to him, she's no longer here with us. They're not looking at the qualities that will make a man a man. His financial status alone does not make him qualified to be your husband. But hey, who are we to argue with them? Leave them alone.
A lot of y'all are saying, oh, I would never build with a man because I don't want to be Barbara the builder. And as soon as you build with him, he's going to up and leave you. Newsflash, rich men leave their wives all day, every day. And if you sign a prenup in that situation, you may walk away with nothing. Or worse, if you go into that situation with no education and no work history and you continue to live like that, and then he just one day up and decides to leave you, yeah, now you're destitute and starting over. At least if you build with a man, everything that you contributed into that situation, you could walk away with. Have y'all never seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Y'all just out here thinking that rich men are just the answer to all your prayers, huh?
And if you're working, you'll have the skills that if in case he gets rich and leave you, at least you have your skills that you develop throughout the time you were working. But one thing I want to touch on, she mentioned Diary of a Mad Black Woman. They love to say that a man is going to get rich, you're going to help him get bill, and he's going to get rich and leave you for, you know, a younger woman. But my thing is, right, if rich men leave their wives who they bill with for a younger woman, and you are not young, why do you think why do you think these rich men are going to pick you up?
Got him.
If like think about the logic, rich men leave their wives for attractive, fit, you know, feminine woman, and you're none of that. So how on earth you think you're gonna find a rich man? And we're just breaking down simple concepts. Again, shout out to this content creator. I'm so grateful for her common sense.
By the way, there is a difference between building with a man and pulling a man up by the bootstraps, okay? Building with a man means I'm bringing this, you're bringing that, together we're gonna make magic, okay? It doesn't mean taking a man in who has nothing going for him, letting him borrow your car so he can go make runs and all this shit. Like, he coming to the table with absolutely nothing. No one ever said that. No one ever said that. That's pulling somebody up by the bootstraps.
You see?
I said it's okay to build with a man.
But because they're used to their prison babe, those are the only kind of men they are used to. The dusty, the bums. They can't imagine building with their baby daddy because according to them, their baby daddy is demons, right? Their baby daddy is bums, right? So they can't imagine. So whenever you say build with a man, their mind automatically go to the kind of men that they're used to. It automatically goes to their baby daddies, and they can't imagine building with that kind of man. Get you a man of value. All the things that she listed in a previous video, get you one of those men.
Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is what lots of successful, happy married couples have done. That is not promoting struggle love. That is reality. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to preach about reality because Shera has many of you living in a fictional narrative where there are enough rich men to go around, and one of them is just going to come and swoop you off your feet and pay all of your bills. I'm sorry. Stop looking for a savior in a man.
Exactly. And then furthermore, calling it struggle love to be an adult. You living in a household and you think it's struggle love if you're contributing towards the bill? Like, Kevin Samuels would always say a lot of their daddies weren't even paying 100% of the bill. A lot of their daddies were working regular, average, blue collar job, but then they're like, oh no, I'm demanding that. Hey, good luck.
A woman who used to watch SheraSeven.
Wait. All right, so this is the clip of the woman who is no longer here on earth with us, thanks to SheraSeven. So this ties back full circle. Not only are they throwing out the good qualities, the good attributes of a man and hyper-focusing on just the financial aspects, but they're also ignoring the fact that a rich man, you know, if his financials, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a good man. Let's take a listen to this, y'all.
Was unalived by her 54-year-old sugar daddy. Let me tell you something. I'm reading the comments and people are saying SheraSeven, her advice is dangerous. I'm not saying her advice is dangerous. I'm just saying that a lot of men, they think that they own you when they give you stuff. A lot of men think that when they give you money, you are their property. I'm not saying all men think like that, but that is a high possibility. So when you go out there and you date these guys, keep that in mind. And my thing is, she had a boyfriend. You're 54, she's 24. She's not with you because of your good looks. She's not with you because of your stamina. She's not with you because you get it up quick. The 24-year-old boyfriend she had, that's who she loves dearly. You are just a wallet. Know your place. I don't care what nobody say, this red pill have a lot of men deluded. Just be careful out there, ladies.
All right, you see, she lost me with that one. And it goes to show that they can't take accountability, because this woman is going to use this man. She literally is contradicting herself. This woman is going to use this man for his money. And she said, if men are paying, they're expecting something in return. And then now she's going to say this red pill have men diluted. So basically, you're supposed to give men and not expect anything in return. No, I'm not justifying that the man, you know, took her life. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. That's way too far. However, fair exchange is no robbery. It's like these boo-boo the fool women going on vacation, allowing these men to fly them out, and then thinking that they're gonna just sit there like a little nun, like a little virgin. Like, seriously, you're taking this man money and you think you're there for your good looks, and half of y'all don't even have that.
Oh my God!
But the simple fact that she's saying that the red pill is making these men diluted shows you that they want these men to just give and get nothing in return.
We don't do that here.
I love a good sugar daddy, but a lot of men, they forget that they're sugar daddies. They forget. A lot of guys think that the girl at the strip club really wants them and really wants a relationship. Just be careful, be mindful. Any 54-year-old man that really wants a relationship with a 24-year-old woman, it's already a little, in my opinion, just as my opinion, it's already a little. So just be careful.
So basically what she's saying is that men's supposed to be sugar daddy and expect no sugar in return. Again, not justifying him taking her life. That is just way too far. That is outrageous. But if you're going to put yourself in certain situation, you understand there are certain consequences that come with it. We want to avoid victim blaming so we can run around and do stupid things like get involved with dangerous men for their money, get involved with men just for their money and think that they shouldn't demand anything in return. And when they do, when we have to face the consequences, then we're gonna bawl and talk about, oh no. And if anybody calls it out, then you're victim blaming. Listen, y'all. This is the world we live in. Those of us with common sense don't even debate. We don't argue. We have our logical thinking. We think critically. Men, get to the chopper. Women, I don't know. We support the men who I don't know, but we don't get involved with these creatures. The sprinkle creatures. That's a time after time after time is proving that her advice is putting women in danger and their children in danger. Because going back to the young lady who she listened to SheraSeven, and then her husband, I don't think it was his kid, I don't remember. I'll put the video up on the screen. I did a reaction to it. I want to say almost a year now. The only thing that qualifies a man to be their husband is his pockets, nothing else. And then that's causing so much harm, especially to their children. But guys, we can't do nothing but highlight it and go live our life. I don't know. It is your girl Chantel, y'all. Go watch the video that pop up on the screen of that lady, and the whole situation is so heartbreaking. But hey, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.